Sardar R.P. Singh there giving us details of how the BJP is looking at this action in the Delhi Assembly, and the Aam Aadmi Party MLA waving a bunch of notes as he alleges corruption by a contractor. But the BJP now claiming that action must be taken against this Aam Aadmi Party MLA for he has taken bribe. And how exactly was this allowed in the Delhi Assembly? We'll continue to put out more reactions on this, but those are the first pictures on Republic of what had happened in the Delhi Assembly.
एक वो अमाउंट जो टोकन मनी के तौर के ऊपर उन्होंने मुझे दी थी, जिसके अंदर मैंने लिखा हुआ है कि ये रिश्वत का पैसा ये लोग मुझे दे रहे हैं और मैं रंगे हाथों इन आदमियों को पकड़वाना चाहता हूं, लेकिन कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की। ये वो पैसे हैं, वो बंडल है जो सुरक्षित है। मैं विपक्ष के साथियों से भी कह रहा हूं, इस काम का राजनीति करना हो। मैं अपने साथियों से भी कह रहा हूं, सत्ता पक्ष के जितने भी साथी हैं, इस बात का राजनीति करना हो। ये मैं मुद्दा जो उठा रहा हूं, ये जनता का मुद्दा उठा रहा हूं। जनता की आवाज इस सदन के अंदर उठाने के लिए सभी मेंबर्स आते हैं। ये पैसे, ये वो रिश्वत के पैसे हैं जो टोकन मनी के ऊपर मुझे दिए गए।
किस चीज की?
ये कि आप ये आवाज मत उठाओ, हमें ये पैसा लेने दो। इस मामले में मैं एलजी साहब से भी मिला हूं, एलजी साहब को भी पत्र लिखा है, मैंने सीएस साहब को भी लिखा है, मैंने हर दरवाजे के ऊपर मिला हूं। अपनी जान जोखिम के अंदर डालकर मैं ये काम कर रहा हूं, क्योंकि वो इतने दबंग व्यक्ति हैं कि मेरे साथ भी वो कुछ कर सकते हैं। मैं विपक्ष के भी सभी साथियों से यह हाथ जोड़ के आग्रह कर रहा हूं, इसका राजनीतिकरण नहीं होना चाहिए। सत्ता पक्ष के साथियों से भी मैं बार बार एक ही रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं, इसका राजनीतिकरण नहीं, ये दिल्ली के जनता के हितों के लिए मैं आवाज उठा रहा हूं। इस सदन के अंदर जितने भी आदमी आते हैं वो सभी जनता के हितों के लिए आते हैं। मुझे पता है मेरे साथ में वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। मैंने डीसीपी साहब को पत्र लिखा कि मुझे सुरक्षा की जरूरत है। मेरे आगे पीछे इस प्रकार के दबंग घूम रहे हैं, मुझे धमकी देते हैं, लेकिन मुझे सुरक्षा प्रदान नहीं की गई। लेकिन कोई बात नहीं है, मैं ऐसे सदन का साथी हूं जिसके अंदर महात्मा गांधी जी बैठे हैं, विठल भाई पटेल जी बैठे हैं और बड़े बड़े नेता बैठे हैं। यहां पर हम जनता के द्वारा चुन के आए हैं। आज ये जनता की आवाज मैं आपके ये समक्ष उठा रहा हूं। इसको आप किसी भी कमेटी को रेफर करें या कोई भी आप इसकी निष्पक्ष जांच करवाए। ये खाली ये नहीं है कि बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर हॉस्पिटल के अंदर है। मैंने उनका स्टिंग करवाने की कोशिश की थी, मैंने एक आदमी की भी ड्यूटी लगाई थी। मुझे पता है कहीं पे धोखा हुआ है, लेकिन जनता का चुना हुआ नुमाइंदा, जनता के आवाज के लिए मुझे चाहे कुर्बानी भी देनी पड़ेगी, मैं वो भी देने के लिए तैयार हूं। और इस समय में भी जो ये काम चल रहा है, बहुत घटिया स्तरों के ऊपर ये काम चल रहा है। मैं इस मामले के अंदर यह भी चाहूंगा, मैं नेता विपक्ष के भी मुंह से एक बात सुनना चाहूंगा। मैं डीसीपी साहब पहले प्रणव तायल जी थे, अब दूसरे डीसीपी साहब चेंज होते आ गए हैं। इस मामले के अंदर एक नहीं।
महेंद्र जी, अब मेरी बात सुन लीजिए प्लीज।
हाँ जी,
ये सारा मैटर आप लिख करके लेटर पैड पे मुझे दीजिए। मैं इसको पेटिशन कमेटी को रेफर कर रहा हूं। जो जो लेटर आपने एलजी को लिखे, जो भी लेटर आपने कमिश्नर को लिखा, विद ठेकेदार के नाम, किस डेट में वो ठेकेदार अपॉइंट हुआ, वो सारा मुझे लिख के भेज दीजिए।
सर, मैं कल भी एसीबी के अंदर गया, मैं बता रहा हूं आपको। महाजन साहब प्लीज, महाजन, मैं राजनीति करने कर रहा हूं, मैं
All right, so massive allegations been made by this Aam Aadmi Party MLA in the Delhi Assembly, and that has drawn a lot of attention as he seeks an investigation, but the BJP also looks at it as a gimmick and something that the top leadership must look into. We'll continue to track the story very closely. For the moment, we slip into a short commercial break. Also, a quick check of the other big stories we are tracking for you this afternoon, as the Election Commission news briefing will be held at 2:30 p.m. this afternoon, where the ECI is set to declare dates of polling in Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland. Also, Aam Aadmi Party SPN left attending KCR's rally. A big question being if it's an attempt for a third front ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha polls.
When timeless European design meets cutting-edge technology, it's QO. QO, European Bath Lounges.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
When the first temple was targeted, Republic was live at the location.
Melbourne has been very peaceful, but these Khalistani groups have been really taking out rallies in large number, mobilizing people in large number for referendum. They have been saying that the Indian government should really allow referendum in Punjab.
When the second temple was desecrated, Republic was live at the location.
These people don't have guts to go to the Australian Parliament and do something similar to this there. They're only attacking Hindus' temple because they know that Hindus are always taken for granted.
Republic live from Melbourne. The biggest news.
So in your view, what was the role of the media at a time when national security can be jeopardized? So do you think there was a section of the narrative, people, media, whatever, wittingly or unwittingly, for example, vis-a-vis Pakistan normalizing terrorism?
I think the real debate with Pakistan is not should you talk to Pakistan or not talk to Pakistan. It is what should you talk to Pakistan about. And there has been clarity in the last 5 years that unless we address the issue of terrorism, cross-border terrorism, talking about anything else doesn't make sense.
The biggest newsmakers.
How's the faster rollout of 5G made possible? Were you working on deadlines?
We have a leadership which believes in performance, which believes in delivery, which believes in making sure that whatever people's aspirations are, those aspirations are met with full vigor, full force, full commitment.
From dropping the nuclear threat to saying Pakistan has learnt lessons.
Pakistan has learnt its lesson. We had 3 wars with India, 3. And the consequence of those wars, as a result, it only brought more miseries.
Bhutto's boss Sharif admits lesson learnt. From embarrassed to learning lessons. Pakistan forced to fall in line.
Mails exchanged with Robert Vadra.
The allegation
are now being found out with the photos and videos leaked on social media, which shows that History Sheeter has been allowed to celebrate his birthday, and there are over 30 to 35 people along with this rowdy Sheeter by the name of Kiran in the Ramnagar jail, where there has been a huge decoration which has been put up inside cell number 2 as well, and this comes on the backdrop of an inmate from Hindalga jail, Jayesh Pujari, making threat calls to the Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. So this has now gone on to point out to the fact that there has been several questions raised about the safety in the jail as well as the strict measures that will be taken by the police officials, because somewhere the lackadaisical attitude of the police officials is seen, and also the prisoners are able to get through mobile phones, food and liquor for celebration as well. So who's gone on to give these permission to these accused is one of the questions that is being asked. And also in terms of the infrastructure, the jails in Karnataka or across Karnataka will have to go on and improve on it, because this is something which will turn out to be a huge problem for the government in the future.
Time now for a short break. On the other side, the Election Commission news briefing at 2:30 p.m. ECI to declare dates of polling in Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland.
When timeless European design meets cutting-edge technology, it's QO. QO, European Bath Lounges.
The biggest news.
So in your view, what was the role of the media at a time when national security can be jeopardized? So do you think there was a section of the narrative, people, media, whatever, wittingly or unwittingly, for example, vis-a-vis Pakistan normalizing terrorism?
I think the real debate with Pakistan is not should you talk to Pakistan or not talk to Pakistan. It is what should you talk to Pakistan about. And there has been clarity in the last 5 years that unless we address the issue of terrorism, cross-border terrorism, talking about anything else doesn't make sense.
The biggest newsmakers.
How's the faster rollout of 5G made possible? Were you working on deadlines?
We have a leadership which believes in performance, which believes in delivery, which believes in making sure that whatever people's aspirations are, those aspirations are met with full vigor, full force, full commitment.
From dropping the nuclear threat to saying Pakistan has learnt lessons.
Pakistan has learned its lesson. We had 3 wars with India, 3. And the consequence of those wars, as a result, it only brought more miseries.
Bhutto's boss Sharif admits lesson learnt. From embarrassed to learning lessons. Pakistan forced to fall in line.
Mails exchanged with Robert Vadra.
The allegation against Robert Vadra being that this central London property, which is in the name of Sanjay Bhandari, is a property that is de facto owned by none other than Robert Vadra himself.
An arms dealer tracked down to London.
Mr. Bhandari, Mr. Bhandari.
An investigation the nation followed. Sanjay Bhandari will be extradited. A Republic investigation impact.
The biggest news.
The Chinese economy is not as attractive as it used to be. The American economy is hinged on an overextension. It is fragile, it is overstretched. But if India is to emerge as an alternative, I hate to sound cruel about it, America has to fall. Can America course correct?
Whatever happens to America, the worst affected country will be China.
So they'll fall together.
Serious problems, because the kind of problems that China will face if the export-driven economy receives a setback, I don't think the Chinese system will be able to manage.
The biggest newsmakers.
Your government says bring in the CA, change the legislation. You are saying that Hindus from Bangladesh should come, but they are also foreigners. This changes the full premise of the same students' agitation with which you have been associated yourself.
Hindu doesn't have any address except India. As an Indian, no one can deny the rights of persecuted Hindu to come back to their own motherland. Can Hindu go to Arab? Can Hindu go to Pakistan? Can Hindu go to certain other country? Hindus has to come here.
Mails exchanged with Robert Vadra.
The allegation against Robert Vadra being that this central London property, which is in the name of Sanjay Bhandari, is a property that is de facto owned by none other than Robert Vadra himself.
An arms dealer tracked down to London.
Mr. Bhandari, Mr. Bhandari.
An investigation the nation followed. Sanjay Bhandari will be extradited. A Republic investigation impact.
Viewers, top headlines are tracking right now at this point of time. Let's start in an attempt to, in fact, unite opposition. KCR organizes first big rally in Telangana's Khammam. Amity Party SP and left in Telangana, Kejriwal, Maan and Akhilesh joins KCR's ambitious rally. Video goes viral. Telangana BJP chief Bandi Sanjay's son booked for assault. Amity Party MLA waves bundle of notes in Delhi Assembly, makes massive claims. Tamil Nadu Governor issues clarification, says did not mean to suggest name change of state. It's getting some breaking news coming in. Republic has accessed the statements of relatives of D gang members to NIA. The statements indicate the D gang controls the Karachi airport. We're getting some sensational details coming in of the D company investigation details we're getting for you right now. And the big question we're asking on Republic TV is, does the D company control the Karachi airport? Are the Pakistani airlines controlled by the D company? And in fact, the statements to NIA reveal Dawood controls Karachi airport. Let's go to Niranjan joining us from Mumbai newsroom for more. Niranjan, take us through this big breaking we're getting for our viewers right now.
Well, a few years back, Republic TV had we had broken the Dawood files. We had visited his house in Karachi. We passed his residence in Clifton, Karachi. We had those pictures as well. So our correspondent in Pakistan had shown where Dawood lives, which lane Dawood lives, what kind of security Dawood gets. All of these visuals are also there. So in the course of this broadcast, we'll pull out those visuals as well. But let me tell you, the files that we have accessed, and Alisha's accessed these files, we'll pull out some details. Essentially, this is the investigation by the NIA on the Dawood files, and the Dawood files reveal that Dawood gang in Pakistan controls the Karachi airport. Let me read out one statement, for example. This is the statement of Sazia Mohammad Salim Qureshi, wife of Salim Qureshi or Salim Fruit. This is her detailed testimony. It's an explosive testimony that talks about how she visited Pakistan. And I'm going to talk about this particular portion because she says she visited Karachi in 2013. She, along with her children, visited Karachi for the engagement of Chota Shakil's daughter. So there are weddings taking place in Pakistan of underworld dons, and it's happening in Karachi. So she says here that Chota Shakil's daughter Zoya's engagement was at Karachi, and not just that. In 2014, March 2014, I, along with my children, visited Pakistan illegally. Illegal visit to Pakistan, illegal visit. And not just that, she also goes on to talk about how she visited Karachi, and she says, I went to Karachi, Pakistan by a Pakistani airline. We were taken out of Karachi airport without a stamp. Says she was taken out of Karachi airport without a stamp by some person who sent from Chota Shakil and went to Chota Shakil's house to attend the engagement ceremony. They stayed at Chota Shakil's house in Karachi for 5 to 6 days, and then some person who was sent by Chota Shakil arranged for a ticket to the UAE, and they once again entered the airport without a stamp. So they are saying that in Karachi, there were people from Mumbai going to Karachi, and they were taken out of the airport without a stamp, without immigration, without any checks. So they controlled, the Dawood gang controlled the airport in Karachi is what we are picking up. And these are details that have emerged in the NIA investigation. We'll go across to Alisha as well, but explosive details that are coming to the forefront that shows how until 2014, until the Modi government came in, the D company was operating freely between India and Pakistan. Salim Fruit who was picked up by the agencies in India. His wife, she has said on record, she was taken to Karachi. She went to Karachi in Pakistan, attended a wedding in Pakistan. Her children went to Pakistan, and all of them had free access to the Karachi airport. Nobody stopped them. Taken outside the airport without any stamp, without any checks. Stayed in Chota Shakil's house. Left the airport, entered the airport, exited the airport without any checks, and they were traveling freely between India, Pakistan and UAE. And all of this was happening pre-2014, which is revealed in this entire, the document, the dossier accessed by Republic TV, the Dawood files, details of which we are picking up and breaking part by part. It's a long trail of documents that we have, which runs into over 100 pages, and we're picking up the details. And this is one such detail that has emerged, that the Dawood company, D-gang controls the Karachi airport. Who comes in, who goes out? Can you imagine, in an international airport, people are coming in and going out without any checks, are given free access. The wife of Salim Fruit here is saying that Chota Shakil sent a man. Chota Shakil sent a man to ensure that their passports are not stamped or checked. They've exited the airport without any stamp or check. They entered the airport without any stamp or check. And this is how the D company has been operating for decades now. This is a big expose. We knew always that he was in Karachi, but this is for the first time that you have something on record in India. The Indian agencies, the NIA, has gone on record to say that it was Dawood's company that is operating from Karachi, and people from Mumbai, I repeat, people from Mumbai were traveling to Karachi and staying in Dawood gang homes, attending the weddings of their children. And all of this is for the first time, coming on record. Let's try and see if we can go across to Alisha and Shavan as well. This is a big news break. The Dawood files accessed by Republic TV. It's a part-by-part investigation that we are putting out. If Alisha is live, I'll go across to her as well. Alisha, just before I come across to you, just once again to all our viewers joining us, once again getting you the details of what the Dawood files reveal. The Dawood files reveal. And I'm reading from it. We'll stick to the graphics on air. I'm just reiterating what is there. So I'm going to also pull out, by the way, we had shots of where Dawood stays in Karachi, in Clifton, Karachi. Those were visuals as part of the Republic investigation. We had pulled out some of those. We had reported from there. And we had those videos of where Dawood stays. And the pictures will also be on Republic TV in a short while from now. But in 2014, I repeat, in 2013 and 2014, the wife of Salim Fruit, whose testimony we have accessed, her name is Sazia Mohammed Salim Qureshi, wife of Salim Qureshi or Salim Fruit, said that she had visited Karachi in 2013 to attend Chota Shakil's daughter's engagement. And she goes on to detail how many visits were made, and not just one, several visits. Says in 2013 she visited Karachi, in 2014 she visited Pakistan, and she, along with her children, visited Pakistan illegally to attend Chota Shakil's younger daughter Anam's engagement in Karachi. Salim Fruit didn't attend the program, went to Karachi, Pakistan by a Pakistani airline, taken out of the Karachi airport without any stamp. Look at this, taken out of the Karachi airport without stamp by some person who was sent from Chota Shakil, and went to Chota Shakil's house, attended engagement ceremony, stayed at Chota Shakil's house in Karachi for 5 to 6 days. Then some person who was sent by Chota Shakil arranged for a ticket to the UAE. So explosive details coming in of the Dawood gang, the Dawood files accessed by Republic, and we'll try and get some reactions to this as well. Big revelation. There are several pages. What we'll do is we'll pull out some more pages from the Dawood files and show some more pages of what the Dawood files reveal. Essentially, Shivangi, this is what we have. This is just part one, and part one shows completely how Dawood controlled, these are exclusive pictures that we had accessed back then in Clifton, Karachi, where Dawood Ibrahim's residence is in Karachi. And in this residence, look at that. Those were pictures that we had accessed when we reported from there. And this is in Clifton, Karachi. And we had done an extensive report from there. And it appears now that he, not just he, but his entire gang is operating from there. And all the details on your screen right now of how he just doesn't live there in Karachi, but he controls what happens in Karachi. He controls what happens in Karachi. Who comes in from the Karachi airport, who gets out of the Karachi airport. He can even get people in and out without being stamped. So that tells you that complete control of the airport in Karachi, Pakistan was with the D gang, was with the Dawood gang. And I think it's a huge confession made by someone who is linked to the Dawood gang. This is the wife of Salim Fruit, once again in Mumbai, who's made this admission. Shivangi, just trying to get more reactions to the story as well as we stay on this, because this is a very, very big revelation that has been made, a testimony that's on record. So it's not just a version that they can deny, because over the years, we have shown how he had a Pakistani address. We have dialed the wife of Dawood Ibrahim at one point, and his family was tracked down. Mehjabeen Sheikh, his family was tracked down, his address was tracked down, and his entire gang has been tracked down to Karachi. We know their addresses, where they stay, how they stay, the kind of protection they get from the Pakistan Army and the ISI, and it is alarming, the control that they have over Karachi, because the Dawood gang, it appears, almost has control over the Pakistan government to some extent. Of course, they must have bought them out. It appears that they had control of the Karachi airport. These are explosive details, very explosive details. For the first time, this Karachi airport angle is emerging, and we should be able to get more details, because we're still going through the papers, Shivangi. We're going through the papers. We'll try and get more reactions as well to this story.
All right, so Niranjan getting us all the top updates right now, and viewers, so this is a Republic news break we're getting for you, where Republic has accessed a statement of the relatives of the D gang members to NIA. The statements indicate that D gang controls Karachi airport, and India's most wanted gangster Dawood Ibrahim's D company operatives are getting hassle-free access at the Karachi airport in Pakistan. We're getting to learn some more details about that. And we're also learning right now, viewers, is that it looks like Dawood Ibrahim is ruling the Karachi airport in Pakistan, where associates of his are getting special treatment. At the same time, the NIA is probing terror funding cases involving Dawood Ibrahim and his syndicate. And they have revealed that the operatives of the D company are getting special treatment at Pakistan's Karachi airport. So we're getting you these back-to-back updates coming in right now. And this is raising a couple of questions as well. That does D company control the Karachi airport? And also the statements made to NIA. Now these statements are the statements of the relatives of the D gang members to NIA, where they're saying and they're suggesting that the Pakistan Airlines and is Dawood controlling the Karachi airport. Many questions coming up. Niranjan is joining us back right now for more. Niranjan, over to you.
Well, yes, these are details that we knew, but for the first time, for the first time we are getting something on record in terms of testimonies. This has been recorded as a statement, and not just one statement. There are several statements. We are trying to get more voices on this. We'll try and get more voices on this. We'll try and get Alisha and Shavan as well, because there are several aspects to this. One is the kind of control that they had on the Pakistani establishment and the Pakistani government, the airports in Pakistan, the ports in Pakistan, that people from Mumbai were taking flights from India, from Mumbai, going to Pakistan, not getting any stamp, exiting the airports without a stamp, entering the airport without a stamp, and flying out of there to Dubai to make it seem like they were flying from Mumbai to Dubai, because those would technically be the only stamps that they have. So Chota Shakil, D gang having complete control of the airport in Karachi. I think Colonel Hariprasad Singh is joining us on the phone line. Colonel Hariprasad Singh, the Dawood files, details in the Dawood files showing the extent to which Dawood company controls Pakistani army, Pakistani government, Pakistani airports. It seems like Karachi is their city almost.
No, it's only when you are a strategic asset for the country you are given, such facilities and access. It is not unusual for for strategic assets like this in different countries, or intelligence agencies. This just goes to show that what is the strategic cloud that he builds within the Pakistani establishment. For you and I, he may be just another underworld figure, a very significant underworld figure, or a smuggler, or someone who is dabbling in real estate and etc., or all the illegal activities. For what Pakistan, he is a strategic asset to be unleashed from time to time on the financial or the economic capital of India, and that is Mumbai. And therefore, I always maintain that Dawood Ibrahim has, he partially controls at least 3 activities in India, and that is politics, Bollywood, and cricket. So we all know it. It's an open secret. Just I dare somebody to come out with the contents of the Vadra committee, and you will have everything in black and white. But somehow you have, we are very, very, reluctant to acknowledge this. While we all talk in the private, there are leaders here, political leaders here in India who have been, flourishing under the patronage of Dawood Ibrahim, and it's not vice versa.
No, absolutely.
Politicians flourishing under the patronage of vice versa, and
for some reason
Padma Vibhushan.
Yeah, completely agree. And their names, and you ask them the questions, they never come on record. In fact, they're in touch. We hear that some of them are in touch. Savio would know. Savio is joining us along with PK Jain. Savio and PK Jain. Okay, let me put this question to PK Jain. PK Jain, these are NIA statements. These are documents, files that we have accessed, files that show how people from the Dawood gang, those linked to the Dawood gang, were flying in and out of Pakistan. This is Salim Fruit's wife on record. There's a testimony saying she flew to Karachi, and was in Karachi, exited the airport without a stamp, entered the airport without a stamp, no checks, was taken to Chota Shakil's house. And if she said all of this on record to the NIA, and all of this is, before 2014. She says 2013, 2014, March, there were visits made. How is it that nobody knew about these visits? How is it that the police, the agencies in India, nobody had a clue about what was going on, PK Jain, if it did happen?
The fact that Pakistan government's patronage was always extended to Dawood Ibrahim, much before the Mumbai blast took place. And the people used to earlier go via Dubai or via Iran. They would go to Pakistan and get the Pakistani passport. So they had a parallel passport available with them. Their passports were not stamped. They were clear. All the things are absolutely correct. The agencies have been in the know of the things. It takes time for the agencies to find out as to which person is flying under which name and under which Pakistani passport. Unfortunately, at that time, the biometrics and all these things were not in place. So it was, it was information-based or technical intelligence-based input, which would enable the agencies to take any action. Much more sophisticated. The agencies have also become much more sophisticated in terms of technology and in terms of tracking the immediate happenings in the neighboring country and in the enemy countries. So I think it's better in place. But it's a fact, all along Karachi airport from Dubai.
All right, I'm also going to go across to Savio Rodrigues, the chief editor of the Goa Chronicles, who's joining us right now on Republic TV. And this is a big news break that we have while Pakistan keeps denying that it has any kind of connections when it comes to terrorism, at the same time, we're getting to know that Dawood Ibrahim is getting a very, very warm welcome at the Karachi airport, and not just him, even his associates.
Well, that's not surprising because Pakistan and Dawood's relationship go back a couple of decades, and that's not rocket science, or that's not intelligent information to the large section of the society, because they know Pakistan and Dawood are connected. But what is even more surprising is that certain sections in India, the political section, the sections within the investigating agency, why have information that is available of the family of Dawood in India, family of Dawood traveling from India to Pakistan? Have we not been able to track them? That is important because there's never been a political will.
Okay.
There's never been a political will before 2014 to go after Dawood Ibrahim because of Dawood Ibrahim's connections with a certain political
Savio Rodrigues, thank you for joining us. We're just running out of time right now. We are getting some more breaking news coming in, but thank you so much for joining us on this Republic News Break.
Spotlight is on BK Hariprasad, who is the leader of opposition in council for the Congress, where he's compared BJP cabinet ministers to prostitutes, and he's also gone on to state that helpless women sell their bodies for money, and in the same way the BJP netas went on and sold themselves to the BJP for their own selfish needs as well. And this is something which has not been taken kindly by the BJP party, and also the cabinet ministers too have gone on to hit out at BK Hariprasad, stating that his statements are distasteful, and such unparliamentary language and vulgar words should not be used as well. And now we will have to look in as to what the Congress has to say, because the BJP has been highlighting the double standards of the Congress, saying that they are launching schemes for the women, but they do not respect the women itself. So their whole scheme also loses steam in the upcoming 2023 elections. With video journalist Bhagat, Prajwal Prasad reporting for Republic, Bengaluru.
All right, viewers, the ruling Bharat Rashtriya Samiti's first public meeting in Telangana would be held in Khammam town. It's happening, and a host of leaders, including Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, are set to take part in it. Punjab CM Bhagwant Mann, his Kerala counterpart Pinarayi Vijayan, CPI General Secretary D. Raja, and Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav are also attending the BRS meeting. And you can see the visuals coming in right now. Now, this meet assumes political significance, as it is the first public meeting after the TRS decided to go national by renaming itself BRS, and also because leaders of different opposition parties, BRS, Amity Party, Samajwadi Party and the left, would be seen together. So the visuals coming in right now at the meeting has begun already. And in fact, we're seeing these visuals coming in for all our viewers. Now, this is the first time the BRS Supremo has invited heads of regional parties from other states to Telangana since the year 2014. And Arvind Kejriwal and Bhagwant Mann have arrived for the BRS meeting. The visuals of that on your screen as well. And it does, of course, have a lot of political significance, because KCR has been...
हमारे को सपोर्ट किया है। प्रधानमंत्री जी जब भी हमें खिलाड़ियों से मिलते हैं, बात करते हैं, हमेशा उनका यही रहा कि आप आराम से खेलिए और देश के लिए मेडल जीतिए। हमारी गवर्नमेंट से कोई लड़ाई नहीं है, हमारी लड़ाई सिर्फ फेडरेशन से है। 4 बजे बताएंगे मैडम।
All right, viewers, we're getting some more breaking news coming in, where wrestler Bajrang Punia has alleged harassment by the Wrestling Federation. He has taken to Twitter, and I quote here: "The sportsperson work hard to win medals for the country, but the federation has done nothing but let us down. Players are being harassed by imposing arbitrary laws." So we're getting this breaking news coming in right now, where we are getting these top updates. We just heard the sound bite as well, where Bajrang Punia, the wrestler, is staging a protest. Those are visuals coming in at this point of time, viewers, for you on your screen, where he has alleged harassment by the Wrestling Federation. Let's go to Swesha, who's joining us live from the Delhi newsroom. Swesha, just take our viewers through what they're seeing on the screen, because We are seeing that not just Bajrang Punia, but many other wrestlers are sitting there protesting against the Wrestling Federation of India.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That is what is happening right now. Shivangi, as wrestlers have called it against the Wrestling Federation, they are saying that they are going to boycott it. They have to fight it down, and they will not back down in any which way. They are saying that the federation has let them down in very many ways, and while they at one end train so hard and work so hard to make the country proud, to win laurels for the country, this is how the federation is letting them down instead of supporting them, which they should. Which is why we've seen several tweets from Bajrang Punia and Sakshi Malik, and there you see pictures coming in from Jantar Mantar, where wrestlers are protesting in full swing against the federation. They have a couple of issues. They are alleging harassment. They are saying that there is no cooperation from the front of the federation. They are saying that their dates are clashing with the world championships, and primarily they are saying that they've had it enough with the wrestling federation, and they now want that they must be listened to, because they are the ones who are really responsible for how they take the country places and how they make the name, they make India proud with how hard they work. And tweets that have come in from Bajrang Punia and Sakshi Malik that primarily read where they say that sportspersons work so hard to win medals for the country, but the federation has done nothing but let them down. Players are being harassed.
इंडिया के खिलाफ प्रोटेस्ट है, और बस हम सारे जो है रेसलर्स इकट्ठे हुए हैं, और 4 बजे हम प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे और उसमें जो जो हमारे इशू हैं वो रखेंगे। 4 बजे
क्या डिमांड है?
वो हम 4 बजे ही बताएंगे। 4 बजे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे। कुछ हमारे और साथी आने बाकी हैं, हम जुड़े हैं साथ में, तो 4 बजे हम आपको बताएंगे।
All right, so you just heard from Sakshi Malik, who's also joined the protest, and Bajrang Punia, of course, is leading it for all the wrestlers, where they are now raising their voice against the federation, saying that the federation has only let them down and has never supported them, and it is they who are really responsible. They work so hard, they win medals for India, they make the country proud, but the federation has let them down, and the players are now being harassed by arbitrary laws that are being imposed by the federation. So we see these protests that are being staged at Jantar Mantar by the wrestlers who have now united against the federation, and they want to be heard. They've also put out these tweets to the Prime Minister, Home Minister and the PM office, where they are saying that they will hold a news conference at 4 p.m. and they'll put down all the details of the issues that they really have against the federation. But they are saying that arbitrary laws that they are forced to accept, that are imposed on them by the federation in so many ways, where they are saying that the issue also is of how laws are imposed upon them, of how several dates that clash with the world championships, and these are the very many issues that they have been raising with the federation, but all their calls go unheard, because of which they have now united. They want to boycott the federation, and they are reaching out to the Prime Minister and the Home Minister through their tweets. Bajrang Punia, Sakshi Malik leading this protest. We see how they are sitting at Jantar Mantar staging this protest, where they've come out in the open now, and they are voicing against the federation, saying that this cannot be the norm. This cannot go on any further like this. The federation just imposes its ways on the wrestlers, whereas they are the ones who actually work hard. They are the ones who toil it, and they are the ones who make the country proud by winning medals. And instead of the federation really cooperating with them and understanding what their needs are, they go on to impose arbitrary laws, and now the wrestlers are saying that they are unwilling to follow what the federation says anymore.
देखिए भाई, डिमांड कुछ नहीं है। जो तानाशाही चल रही है वो अब खिलाड़ी नहीं सहना चाहते, क्योंकि बहुत दिन से खिलाड़ियों को दबाया जा रहा था, और जो खुलासे होंगे वो 4 बजे होंगे। 3 से 4 बजे हम प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे, उसमें सभी खुलासे करेंगे। आज एक बड़ा खुलासा जो लोगों को पता लगेगा कि भी रेसलिंग में ऐसा कुछ चल रहा है, तो वो खुलासे आज 3 से 4 बजे जब कॉन्फ्रेंस होगी तभी करेंगे। हमारी सरकार से कोई हमारे को सपोर्ट किया है। प्रधानमंत्री जी जब भी हमें खिलाड़ियों से मिलते हैं, बात करते हैं, हमेशा उनका यही रहा कि आप आराम से खेलिए और देश के लिए मेडल जीतिए। हमारी गवर्नमेंट से कोई लड़ाई नहीं है, हमारी लड़ाई सिर्फ फेडरेशन से है।
हमारा रेसलिंग फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडिया के खिलाफ प्रोटेस्ट है और बस हम सारे जो है रेसलर्स इकट्ठे हुए हैं और 4 बजे हम प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे और उसमें जो जो हमारे इशू हैं वो रखेंगे।
4 बजे?
4 बजे।
क्या डिमांड है आपकी?
वो हम 4 बजे ही बताएंगे। 4 बजे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे। कुछ हमारे और साथी आने बाकी हैं, हम जुड़े हैं साथ में, तो 4 बजे हम आपको बताएंगे।
All right, so we are getting those top bites coming in, top reactions coming in. In fact, India's top wrestlers are sitting there. We are seeing Vinesh Fogart, Sakshi Malik, Sangeeta Fogart, Bajrang, Sona Malik, Anshu. Many of these top wrestlers sitting there during a protest at Jantar Mantar against the Wrestling Federation of India's way of functioning. And they're also saying that there will be a press conference at around 4 p.m. when they will be speaking more about their demands that they want to put forward. So Isha, I think you're there with us still. Just take our viewers through exactly what we can expect next right now, because it looks like that these wrestlers have a lot of grievances.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And clearly issues have been piling up that they have now brought it to this level. All of them have united at the Jantar Mantar, where they are protesting against the Federation. And of course, they're not putting out details of the specifics that they have against the Federation. But 4 p.m. is when we can expect the expose against the Federation by the wrestlers.
Sorry to interrupt you, Suesha. We're getting some breaking news coming in. Getting in breaking news right now. Vadra Congress in fighting continues. Manpreet Badal resigns from the Congress. Getting some breaking updates coming in right now. Big update. Manpreet Badal quits Congress. That's coming in. Big news coming in right now, viewers. And of course, we are getting some more details where he's written a letter to Rahul Gandhi as well. We'll play that out and we'll tell you exactly what that letter says. But let's go to Piyush Mishra, who's also joining us. Piyush, Manpreet Badal has resigned from the Congress. He's written a very long letter to Rahul Gandhi where he's spoken about and highlighted many issues that he was facing. Take us through what we are learning so far.
They are now being seen as a very big jolt to the Congress party. Remember that this resignation is coming just days after Rahul Gandhi took out Yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra in the state of Punjab. During that Bharat Jodo Yatra, Manpreet Badal was absent. In fact, Channi had joined that particular Yatra, former Chief Minister of Punjab. But Manpreet Badal was missing from that entire the event of the Congress party, and at that time itself the speculations were rife that Manpreet Badal could tender his resignation. And today what we are learning is that the former Finance Minister of Punjab and one of the topmost leaders of Congress party has now tendered his resignation. He has written a long letter to the Congress party, and from that letter we have also accessed that letter. I am quoting a very important point which has been highlighted by Manpreet Badal in his letter, where he says, and I quote, "I do not see the point in elaborating extensively on all the particular proceedings that led to my ultimate and irrevocable disaffection. Suffice it to say that the manner in which the Congress party has conducted its affairs and taken decisions, especially with regards to Punjab, has been disheartening to say the least. The coterie of men entrusted with the authority to dictate Delhi's writ to the Punjab unit of Congress are far from sound. Instead of striving to reduce internal disagreement in an already divided house, these men acted to further increase factionalism and almost as a matter of policy strengthen the very worst elements within the party. I devoted every ounce of energy to every office I have had the honor of holding, both in the party and the government. I thank you for having provided me these opportunities and for the kindness and courtesy you have shown in the past. Regretfully, given the present culture within the party and the defined desire to persist in the present course, I no longer wish to be the part of Indian National Congress." And that is the message
which Manpreet Badal is sending out to none less than Rahul Gandhi. Remember that Rahul Gandhi is the one who is leading that entire Bharat Jodo Yatra, but it seems like Congress Toro is going on, where the leaders not only from the state of Punjab, but also during his journey from Kanyakumari to Delhi to Punjab, we have seen many Congress party leaders putting down their resignation, and this is now being seen another huge jolt, a big jolt to the Congress party in the state of Punjab, where Manpreet Badal has now resigned his resignation. In fact, he is now blaming the coterie of men, those have been entrusted with the authority to dictate Delhi's route to Punjab, which means he is highlighting what Captain Amrinder Singh had highlighted. Remember that Captain Amrinder Singh is also one of the, in fact, former Congress leaders, one of the top faces of the Congress party. He also, when he had resigned his resignation at the time, also he had returned to Sonia Gandhi, and he also highlighted as to how that the Congress is now a divided house, and nobody is ready to listen or to address the concerns of the leaders of our state, particularly. In fact, whenever such issues are raised, every time, no solution has come out. And now we are seeing as to how massive controversy is now erupting, where Manpreet Badal deciding to resign. But we're now learning, Shivangi, is that any minute from now, there's a press conference which is going to take place at the BJP headquarters, where Manpreet Badal is going to join the BJP, and it will be a big boost for the BJP state unit of Punjab.
Boost for the BJP state unit of Punjab, where we will see another top most Congress leader coming and joining the faction. Remember that earlier, not only Captain Amrinder Singh, but also Javier Shergill, who hails from Punjab, he too joined the BJP outfit. We have seen many Congress workers coming out in open and criticizing the functioning of the party there in the state. This is not Manpreet Badal is not the only leader who is raising this. We have seen before the elections of Punjab State Assembly elections how the fight was out in open, not only between Navjot Singh Sidhu and Captain Amrinder Singh, but also between Navjot Singh Sidhu and Charanjit Singh Channi, when Channi was also appointed the Chief Minister of Punjab by the topmost leadership of Congress party. At that time also Navjot Singh Sidhu was not happy. So just to keep one man happy, Congress party has always avoided, always rejected the aspirations of other Congress leaders, and this is now coming out in open, where Manpreet Badal is in a strong written letter.
और एक खिलाड़ी के लिए उसका खेल भी एक साधना ही है, एक तपस्या है, और जिसमें वो अपने आप को तपाता रहता है। और सफल खिलाड़ी का फोकस भी बहुत सटीक होता है, और तब जाकर के एक के बाद एक नए नए पड़ाव पर विजयश्री प्राप्त करता हुआ वो आगे बढ़ता है, सिद्धि हासिल करती है। मुझे खुशी है कि बस्ती में हमारे संसद के साथी भाई हरि द्विवेदी जी की मेहनत से इतने विशाल खेल महाकुंभ का आयोजन हो रहा है। भारत के खेलों में परंपरागत पारंगत स्थानीय खिलाड़ियों को ये खेल महाकुंभ नई उड़ान का अवसर देंगे। मुझे बताया गया है कि भारत के करीब करीब 200 सांसदों ने अपने यहां इसी तरह एमपी खेल स्पर्धा आयोजित की है, जिसमें हजारों युवाओं ने हिस्सा लिया है। मैं भी एक सांसद हूं, काशी का सांसद हूं, तो मेरे काशी के संसदीय क्षेत्र में भी ऐसा खेल स्पर्धाओं का सिलसिला चल पड़ा है। इसी तरह के खेल महाकुंभ अनेक स्थानों पर कराकर एमपी खेल स्पर्धा कराकर सभी सांसद नई पीढ़ी का भविष्य गढ़ने का काम कर रहे हैं। सांसद खेल महाकुंभ में अच्छा प्रदर्शन करने वाले युवा खिलाड़ियों को स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया के ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स में आगे की ट्रेनिंग के लिए भी चुना जा रहा है। इससे देश की युवा शक्ति को बहुत लाभ होगा। इस महाकुंभ में ही 40,000 से ज्यादा युवा हिस्सा ले रहे हैं और मुझे बताया गया कि पिछले साल की तुलना में ये 3 गुना ज्यादा है। मैं आप सभी को, मेरे सभी युवा दोस्तों को इन खेलों के लिए ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। अभी मुझे खो खो देखने का अवसर मिला। हमारी बेटियां जिस चतुराई के साथ और टीम के साथ पूरी तरह टीम स्पिरिट से खेल रही थी, वाकई बड़ा आनंद आ रहा था देख करके खेल को। मैं जानता नहीं हूं मेरी ताली आपको सुनाई दे रही थी कि नहीं दे रही थी, लेकिन एक बढ़िया खेल खेलने के लिए और मुझे भी खो खो के खेल का आनंद प्राप्त करने का अवसर देने के लिए मैं इन सभी बेटियों को बधाई देता हूं, उनका अभिनंदन करता हूं। साथियों, सांसद खेल महाकुंभ की एक और विशेष बात है, इसमें बड़ी संख्या में हमारी बेटियां हिस्सा ले रही है और मुझे विश्वास है बस्ती, पूर्वांचल, यूपी और देश की बेटियां ऐसे ही राष्ट्रीय, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय प्रतियोगिताओं में अपना दमखम दिखाती रहेगी। अभी कुछ दिन पहले ही हमने देखा है कि विमेन अंडर 19 T20 वर्ल्ड कप में हमारे देश की कप्तान शेफाली वर्मा ने कितना शानदार प्रदर्शन किया। बेटी शेफाली ने लगातार 5 गेंदों में 5 चौके मारे और फिर ओवर की आखिरी गेंद पर छक्का मारकर एक ही ओवर में 26 रन बना दिए। ऐसे ही कितना सारा टैलेंट भारत के कोने कोने में है। स्पोर्ट्स टैलेंट को तराशने में इस तरह के सांसद खेल महाकुंभ की बड़ी भूमिका है। साथियों, एक वक्त था जब स्पोर्ट्स की गिनती एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटी में के तौर पर हुआ करती थी, यानी इसे पढ़ाई से अलग केवल टाइम पास का जरिया समझा जाता था। बच्चों को भी यही बताया और यही सिखाया। इससे पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी एक मानसिकता समाज के अंदर घर कर गई कि स्पोर्ट्स उतना जरूरी नहीं है, वो जीवन और भविष्य का हिस्सा नहीं है। इस मानसिकता से देश का बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ। कितने ही सामर्थ्यवान युवा, कितनी ही प्रतिभाएं मैदान से दूर रह गई। बीते 8-9 वर्षों में देश ने इस पुरानी सोच को पीछे छोड़कर स्पोर्ट्स के लिए एक बेहतर वातावरण बनाने का काम किया है। इसलिए अब ज्यादा बच्चे और हमारे नौजवान स्पोर्ट्स को कैरियर के विकल्प के तौर पर देखने लगे हैं। फिटनेस से लेकर हेल्थ तक, टीम बॉन्डिंग से लेकर तनाव मुक्ति के साधन तक, प्रोफेशनल सक्सेस से लेकर पर्सनल इंप्रूवमेंट तक स्पोर्ट्स के अलग अलग फायदे लोगों को नजर आने लगे हैं। और खुशी की बात यह है कि माता पिता भी अब स्पोर्ट्स को गंभीरता से ले रहे हैं। ये बदलाव हमारे समाज के लिए भी अच्छा है, स्पोर्ट्स के लिए भी अच्छा है। स्पोर्ट्स को अब एक सामाजिक प्रतिष्ठा मिलने लगी है। और साथियों, लोगों की सोच में आए इस परिवर्तन का सीधा लाभ खेल के क्षेत्र में देश की उपलब्धियों पर दिख रहा है। आज भारत लगातार नए नए रिकॉर्ड बना रहा है। हमने ओलंपिक में अब तक का सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रदर्शन किया। पैरालंपिक में भी अब तक का बेस्ट प्रदर्शन किया। अलग अलग खेलों के टूर्नामेंट्स में भारत का प्रदर्शन अब चर्चा का विषय बन रहा है। और साथियों, मेरे नौजवान साथियों, ये तो अभी शुरुआत है। अभी हमें और लंबी यात्रा करनी है। हमें नए लक्ष्यों को हासिल करना है। हमें कई नए रिकॉर्ड बनाने हैं। साथियों, स्पोर्ट्स एक स्किल है और एक स्वभाव भी है। स्पोर्ट्स एक टैलेंट है और ये एक संकल्प भी है। खेल के विकास में ट्रेनिंग का अपना महत्व है और साथ ही ये भी आवश्यक है कि खेल की प्रतियोगिताएं, स्पोर्ट्स टूर्नामेंट्स लगातार चलते रहने चाहिए। इससे खिलाड़ियों को अपनी ट्रेनिंग को लगातार टेस्ट करने का मौका मिलता है। अलग अलग क्षेत्रों में अलग अलग स्तर पर होने वाली खेल प्रतियोगिताएं खिलाड़ियों की बहुत मदद करती है। इससे खिलाड़ियों को अपने सामर्थ्य के बारे में तो पता चलता ही है, वो अपनी खुद की टेक्निक भी डेवलप कर पाता है। खिलाड़ियों के कोचेज को भी पता चलता है कि उसके शिष्य में जिसको उसने सिखाया है अभी कौन सी कमियां रह गई हैं, कहां सुधार की जरूरत है, कहां सामने वाला खिलाड़ी उस पर भारी पड़ रहा है। इसलिए ही संसद महाकुंभ से लेकर राष्ट्रीय खेलों तक खिलाड़ियों को ज्यादा से ज्यादा मौके दिए जा रहे हैं। इसलिए ही आज देश में ज्यादा से ज्यादा यूथ गेम्स हो रहे हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स हो रहे हैं, विंटर गेम्स हो रहे हैं। इन गेम्स में हर साल हजारों खिलाड़ी हिस्सा ले रहे हैं। खेलो इंडिया अभियान के तहत हमारी सरकार खिलाड़ियों को आर्थिक मदद भी दे रही है। इस समय देश में 2500 से ज्यादा एथलीट्स ऐसे हैं जिन्हों खेलो इंडिया अभियान के तहत हर महीने 50,000 रुपये से ज्यादा दिए जा रहे हैं। ओलंपिक में जाने वाले खिलाड़ियों को हमारी सरकार की टारगेट ओलंपिक पोडियम स्कीम टॉप से बहुत मदद मिल रही है। इस स्कीम के तहत भी हर महीने करीब करीब 500 खिलाड़ियों को आर्थिक मदद दी जा रही है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर के कुछ खिलाड़ियों की जरूरत को देखते हुए सरकार ने उन्हें 2.5 करोड़ रुपए से लेकर 7 करोड़ रुपए तक की मदद की है। साथियों, आज का नया भारत स्पोर्ट्स सेक्टर के सामने मौजूद हर चुनौती के समाधान का भी प्रयास कर रहा है। हमारे खिलाड़ियों के पास पर्याप्त संसाधन हो, ट्रेनिंग हो, टेक्निकल नॉलेज हो, इंटरनेशनल एक्सपोजर हो, उनके चयन में पारदर्शिता हो, इन सभी पर जोर दिया जा रहा है। आज बस्ती और ऐसे ही दूसरे जिलों में खेलों से जुड़े इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तैयार किए जा रहे हैं, स्टेडियम बनाए जा रहे हैं, कोचेज की व्यवस्था की जा रही है। देश भर में 1000 से ज्यादा खेलो इंडिया डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेंटर्स भी बनाए जा रहे हैं। मुझे खुशी है कि इनमें से 750 से ज्यादा सेंटर्स बनकर तैयार भी हो चुके हैं। देश भर के सभी प्ले फील्ड्स की जियो टैगिंग भी की जा रही है ताकि खिलाड़ियों को ट्रेनिंग मिलने में परेशानी ना हो। सरकार ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट के युवाओं के लिए मणिपुर में स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी का निर्माण किया है और यूपी के मेरठ में भी स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी का भी निर्माण किया जा रहा है। और मुझे बताया गया है कि यूपी में अनेकों नए स्टेडियम तैयार हो चुके हैं। खेलों को बढ़ावा देने के लिए यूपी के अनेक जिलों में स्पोर्ट्स हॉस्टल भी चलाए जा रहे हैं। राष्ट्रीय स्तर की सुविधाएं अब स्थानीय स्तर पर पहुंचाने का भी प्रयास है। यानी आपके पास, मेरे नौजवान साथियों, आपके पास अपार अवसर है। अब आपको जीत का झंडा लहराना है, देश का नाम रोशन करना है। साथियों, हर खिलाड़ी जानता है कि उसके लिए फिट रहना कितना जरूरी है और उसमें फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट की अपनी भूमिका रही है। फिटनेस पर ध्यान देने के लिए आप सभी एक और काम जरूर करें। अपने जीवन में योग को शामिल करें। योग से आपका शरीर भी स्वस्थ रहेगा और आपका मन भी जागृत रहेगा। इसका लाभ आपको आपके खेल में भी मिलेगा। इसी तरह हर खिलाड़ी के लिए पौष्टिक भोजन भी उतना ही जरूरी होता है। इसमें हमारे जो मिलेट्स हैं, हमारा मोटा अनाज जो कहते हैं, मोटे अनाज की बात जो करते हैं, आमतौर पर हमारे यहां गांवों में हर घर में खाया जाता है। ये मिलेट्स की भोजन में बहुत बड़ी भूमिका हो सकती है। आपको पता है कि भारत के कहने पर साल 2023 को इंटरनेशनल ईयर ऑफ मिलेट्स घोषित किया गया है। अपने डाइट चार्ट में आप मिलेट्स को शामिल करेंगे तो ये भी आपको बेहतर स्वास्थ्य में मदद करेगा। साथियों, मुझे भरोसा है हमारे सभी युवा खेलों से बहुत कुछ मैदान में भी सीखेंगे, जीवन में भी सीखेंगे। और आपकी ये ऊर्जा खेल के मैदान से विस्तार होती होती देश की ऊर्जा बन जाएगी। मैं हरीश जी को बहुत बधाई देता हूं। बड़े लगन से इस काम के पीछे वो लगे रहते हैं। इस कार्यक्रम के लिए पिछली पार्लियामेंट में आकर के मेरे से निमंत्रण दे गए थे, तो उनका ये जो बस्ती के जवानों के लिए, नौजवानों के लिए दिन रात काम करने का उनका स्वभाव है, वो खेल के मैदान में भी दिखाई दे रहा है। मैं आप सबको बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Prime Minister at the Khel Mahakumbh unveiling the very same, as he says that there are new opportunities for sporting talent in the country. Concluding that very address, Prime Minister at the Khel Mahakumbh inaugurating the Sunset Khel Mahakumbh 2023. Time for a short break. On the other side, the big story we're focusing on, it's an attempt to unite the opposition. KCR organizing that big rally in Telangana's Khammam.
From dropping the nuclear threat to saying Pakistan has learnt lessons.
Pakistan has learnt its lesson. We had 3 wars with India, 3. And the consequence of those wars, as a result, it only brought more miseries.
Bhutto's boss Sharif admits lesson learnt. From embarrassed to learning lessons. Pakistan forced to fall in line.
Mails exchanged with Robert Vadra.
The allegation against Robert Vadra being that this central London property, which is in the name of Sanjay Bhandari, is a property that is de facto owned by none other than Robert Vadra himself.
An arms dealer tracked down to London.
Mr. Bhandari. Mr. Bhandari.
An investigation the nation followed. Sanjay Bhandari will be extradited. A Republic investigation impact.
Are now being found out with the photos and videos leaked on social media, which shows that History Sheeter has been allowed to celebrate his birthday, and there are over 30 to 35 people along with this rowdy Sheeter by the name of Kiran in the Ramnagar jail, where there has been a huge decoration which has been put up inside cell number 2 as well, and this comes on the backdrop of an inmate from Hindalga jail, Jayesh Pujari, making threat calls to the Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. So this has now gone on to point out to the fact that there has been several questions raised about the safety in the jail as well as the strict measures that will be taken by the police officials, because somewhere the lackadaisical attitude of the police officials is seen, and also the prisoners are able to get through mobile phones, food and liquor for celebration as well. So who's gone on to give these permission to these accused is one of the questions that is being asked. And also in terms of the infrastructure, the jails in Karnataka Karnataka or across Karnataka will have to go on and improve on it because this is something which will turn out to be a huge problem for the government.
We bid for smuggling the weapons in the Indian territory, and this time this recovery has been made in the Gurdaspur sector nearby the international border, and in fact the BSF has recovered 4 made in China pistols along with 8 magazines and 47 rounds. And even according to the statement of BSF, they have spotted a drone on the intervening night of 17th and 18th January, and following which they have opened the fire. And in fact, in the morning after searching the area, they have recovered a huge cache of arms and ammunitions along with 4 pistols.
Viewers, we have breaking news coming in from the war zone in Ukraine, where we are being told that the interior minister of the country has died in a helicopter crash. The helicopter crash has killed the Ukrainian interior minister Dmitry Monastokoyevsky has been killed in this accident, we are told, among other persons and personnel of the interior ministry of the country. This is Monastrisky, is the interior minister of Ukraine, who has died in this helicopter crash in Brovary. The first deputy minister Enin and the state secretary Lubkovich have also been killed. As of now, as per the latest reports from Ukraine, there have been 16 casualties in this helicopter crash that took place in the Kiev region. And breaking details continuing to come in about who these 16 people are. We are told 2 of them in this helicopter crash who have passed away are children. But there are also, along with them, senior members of the Ukrainian administration and government. The interior minister of the country, the minister who is at the head of essentially the home affairs of the state of Ukraine, Monastrisky Dmitry, has been killed in this helicopter crash. This is coming in from various reports in Kiev right now. We'll get you more details on this. This is breaking information. The helicopter crash had taken place a couple of hours ago. The identities of those on board was not clear. It was known, however, that the craft, the chopper, had fallen on a social infrastructure facility. That was the immediate news that had come in. It had crashed near a kindergarten. That explains why there are at least 2 children believed to be also casualties of this tragedy. But the Ukrainian interior minister is also emerging among them. This is a blow to Ukraine amid the war with Russia, which is in its 11th month now. It's unclear at this moment whether there was an element of the conflict in this helicopter crash. There is so far nothing to suggest that it was because of the war that the helicopter crashed. It could have been an accident on its own. We'll await to hear more details of that. We have visuals coming in of the aftermath of this accident. 16 people have been killed, some of them aboard the chopper itself, some of them at the kindergarten and other social infrastructure on which this crash had taken place. And the reports are currently telling us that there are senior personnel in the Ukrainian Interior Ministry establishment who have died. The latest report says that there are 17 dead in this entire accident, including the Minister of Internal Affairs, including the first deputy minister, as well as the Secretary of State. These are breaking updates coming in as this war-torn country struggles to come to grips with what has been inflicted upon it in the last year or so. We've seen how, after a brief respite where Russia appeared to have been beaten back on a number of fronts, the Russian troops have mounted a renewed counter-attack. However, it's not clear whether this helicopter accident is as a result of the war. It certainly looks to have taken place in an area that is occupied. There is at least a large 3-story building there. And as you can see in the visuals, there are flames leaping from at least a couple of compounds. The true scope of this helicopter accident appears to be quite large, and the casualties have also been confirmed to have taken place from both those who were on board the ill-fated aircraft and also those who were on the ground there. We'll get you more details of the accident in Ukraine, viewers. At the moment, we're getting in from closer home visuals of Manpreet Badal, who quit the Congress party and is now joining the BJP. He has served as a finance minister of the state government on at least 2 occasions. He is a 5-time MLA of Punjab. He is by all means a very senior and very qualified erstwhile member of the Congress. Let's listen in to Piyush Goyal, who's inducting him in.
एक इतने विद्वान, सरल स्वभाव के और अनुभवी राजनीतिक नेता, जिन्होंने अपने कार्य से वर्षों वर्षों तक पंजाब की सेवा करी, और मैं मानता हूं इनका योगदान शायद पंजाब के भी बाहर इसलिए जाता है कि जो जीएसटी काउंसिल का कारोबार था, और जीएसटी काउंसिल में जब शुरू से ही माननीय अरुण जेटली जी, मुझे भी सौभाग्य मिला इनके साथ काम करने का 2 जीएसटी मीटिंग्स में, और लगातार हम सभी का अनुभव ये रहा कि एक सोबरिंग इन्फ्लुएंस जो बहुत बैलेंस्ड, स्टडीड और देशहित को सर्वोप्रिय रखते हुए निर्णय लेने में अग्रसर रहते थे, ऐसे एक बड़े नेता पंजाब के आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी में प्रवेश कर रहे हैं। आपका मनप्रीत सिंह बादल जी तहे दिल से स्वागत है, और मेरा विश्वास है कि आपके आने से भारतीय जनता पार्टी मजबूत होगी, पंजाब में भी, देश में भी। हमारा जो एक अटूट रिश्ता है सिख समुदाय के साथ, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जिस प्रकार से लगातार गत 8 साढ़े 8 वर्षों में अलग अलग तरीके से सिख समाज के साथ सिखों की बात, सिखों की चिंताओं के ऊपर गंभीरता से निर्णय लेना। हाल में ही मैं अमेरिका में था प्रवासी भारतीय दिवस के दिन, और वहाँ एक बहुत बड़ा टोली सिख्स ऑफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स की मेरे पास आई, और उन्होंने मेरे माध्यम से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का धन्यवाद दिया कि उन्होंने वीर बाल दिवस मनाकर एक प्रकार से एक वर्षों वर्षों तक जो लोगों के बीच में सिख समाज के बीच में एक थोड़ी बहुत फीलिंग थी कि जो उनका इतना बड़ा मार्टरडम हुआ है, जो उनकी कुर्बानी है, उसका सही माने में देश ने श्रद्धांजलि नहीं दी है। उस काम को भी मोदी जी ने पूरा किया। करतारपुर साहिब कॉरिडोर हो, अन्य अन्य प्रकार से जो मोदी जी का आउटरीच रहा है और जिस प्रकार से आत्मीयता का संबंध रहा है सिख समाज से, उसमें आपके आने से माननीय मनप्रीत सिंह बादल जी, मैं समझता हूं और नजदीकी आएगी सब पंजाब में और देश भर और दुनिया भर के सिखों के बीच में, हमारे बीच में। और मेरा मानना है कि आपके आने से आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बहुत बड़ा एक पंजाब में भी और देश की राजनीति में आगे बढ़ने के लिए एक बहुत स्वर्णिम दिन मैं इस आज को मानता हूं। साथ ही साथ एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज आपके साथ शेयर करना चाहूंगा। शायद ही पूरे नॉर्दर्न इंडिया में इतने सारे जो राज्य हैं, कोई वित्त मंत्री रहा होगा जिन्होंने 9 बजट पेश किए होंगे। माननीय मनप्रीत सिंह बादल जी ने 9 बजट पंजाब में पेश किए हैं। इनका ऑलवेज बड़ा सोबरिंग इन्फ्लुएंस रहता था, देश हित को सर्वोप्रिय रखते हैं, देश हित के पंजाब के हित के लिए चिंता करते हैं। और मेरा जो व्यक्तिगत अनुभव रहा है कई मीटिंगों में, पहले वित्त विभाग के नाते, दूसरा आगे चल के फूड और कंज्यूमर अफेयर्स के नाते, मैं समझता हूं कि माननीय मनप्रीत सिंह बादल जी पूरे समय देश की चिंता करते हैं, पंजाब की चिंता करते हैं। आज सुबह भी जब हमारी मुलाकात हुई तो उनके दिल की बातें निकल रही थी, जिसमें पंजाब में जिस प्रकार से अराजकता फैली हुई है, जिस प्रकार से पंजाब फाइनेंशियली वीक होते जा रहा है, जो नीतियां पंजाब में आज के दिन बन रही हैं, उससे जो चिंता उन्होंने व्यक्त की, मैं समझता हूं उनका संवेदनशील व्यक्तित्व, उसमें मुझे एक झलक मिली। मेरा विश्वास है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी और मनप्रीत सिंह बादल जी के आज हमारे साथ जुड़ने से पंजाब की जनता की भी सेवा में बीजेपी एक बहुत ही अहम भूमिका निभाएगी आगे आने वाले दिनों में। मनप्रीत सिंह जी, आप कुछ शेयर करें हमारे साथ।
तो धन्यवाद। और मंच की और पीयूष जी आपकी मर्जी से और आपकी इजाजत से सबसे पहले तो जितनी दिल्ली की प्रेस कोर आई है, मैं आप सबका यहाँ पहुँचने पे थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग टू कवर दिस इवेंट। आज बैठे हैं तो सबसे मैं पीयूष जी का धन्यवाद करता हूँ। इनकी कोशिश और काविश की वजह से आज इस प्रेस ब्रीफिंग में बैठा हूँ। हमारे पंजाबी में एक कहावत है कि मैं आया बीजेपी के दफ्तर में तो साहब आपने मुझे अपने हाथों पे नहीं, आपने मुझे अपनी आंखों पे बिठा लिया। इस बात का मैं धन्यवाद करता हूँ। मुझे पीयूष जी तकरीबन 30 साल हो गुजरे हैं राजनीति में। राजनीति में बहुत कम ऐसे मौके मिले हैं जब राजनीति में किसी शेर से मुलाकात हुई हो। कुछ दिन पहले मेरी एक शेर से मुलाकात हुई और वो भारत के गृह मंत्री, और उन्होंने मुझे एक बात कही जो मेरे को दिल को छू गई। उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि पंजाब ने हिंदुस्तान के लिए 400 हमले झेले हैं। 400 मर्तबा हिंदुस्तान पे जब आक्रमण हुआ तो वो पंजाब ने बर्दाश्त किया है। हम पंजाब को अपने हाल पे नहीं छोड़ेंगे। हम पंजाब को संवारेंगे, हम इसको सुधारेंगे और पंजाब का जो वकार है उसको एक बार फिर बहाल करना है। और ये बात जो है ये मुझे छू गई। And as someone who reflects anxiously and every day on the future of Punjab, मैं फिक्रमंद रहता हूँ पंजाब के हाल पे और पंजाब के आने वाले हाल पे। और ये जो पंजाब की धरती है ये शेरों को जन्म देने वाली धरती है। ये वो धरती है जिसको भगवान ने हरे खेतों और दरियाओं से ऐसे सजाया जैसे मेहंदी से किसी दुल्हन को सजाते हैं। तो फिक्र मुझे इसी बात का रहता है कि इस धरती माँ को मुसीबतों ने आके घेर लिया है। वहाँ गुर्बत है, गरीबी है, रिश्वत है, अनपढ़ता है, नशाखोरी है। वहाँ पर वतन दुश्मन कार्रवाइयाँ हैं और इनका कोई ना कोई हल होना चाहिए। हर दूसरा खानदान पंजाब में पाकिस्तान से आके बसा हुआ है। Every second family has actually emigrated from Pakistan. और आपकी तो उम्र बहुत कम है, शायद इसको आपको दिलचस्पी भी इसकी आपको कम होगी, पर 10 लाख आदमी थे जो जब हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान का विभाजन हुआ तो 10 लाख आदमी कत्ल हुआ हमारा। लाखों माएँ थी हमारी जिनके सिरों से चादरें छीन ली गई। हमारी बेटियां थी जिनके सिरों से दुपट्टे नोच लिए गए। लाखों बुजुर्ग थे हमारे जिनकी जवान लाठियां थी जो बुढ़ापे का सहारा थी वो टूट गई। 10 लाख आदमी कत्ल हुआ। फिर जाके 15 अगस्त 1947 का सूरज चढ़ते हमने देखा था और इस उम्मीद से आए थे कि ये किसी आजाद मुल्क में जा रहे हैं, मेहनत और मोहब्बत से अपने आने वाली नस्लों का हम कोई जो भविष्य है वो बनाएंगे। तो इस बात का हमेशा हमें पंजाब वाले लोगों को ये फिक्र रहता है कि वो जो सपने थे वो सपने जो हैं वो साकार होने चाहिए। तो वैसे तो कभी आपने नहीं सुना होगा कि बुज़दिल और पंजाबी, मायूसी और पंजाबी, ये दरअसल दो जो शब्द हैं वो एक सांस में जमा नहीं हो सकते। आपने कभी नहीं सुना होगा कि ये बुज़दिल पंजाबी है या मायूस पंजाबी है। इसलिए मैं और ये जो पंजाब के अंदर हर चीज अपने आप को देश के लिए कुर्बान कर देना, ये जो क्वालिटीज हैं पंजाब के लोगों की, ये बाजारों से नहीं मिलती, हाट से खरीद के नहीं ला सकते, ये भगवान की नुसरत से मिलती हैं। तो पंजाब ने एक बहुत बड़ा योगदान दिया है इस देश के निर्माण में, पर आज भी हम देख रहे हैं कि कुछ सफ़े जो हैं हिंदुस्तान के निर्माण में अभी भी खाली पड़े हैं, कोरे पड़े हैं। और पंजाब इन सफ़ों की, इन पेजेस की रौनक बन सकता है बशर्ते इसको अच्छे आदमी, कोई लायक आदमी, कोई वतन परस्त लोग इसको चलाने के लिए आ जाएं। तो आज इसी फिक्र के साथ आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस आस और उम्मीद के साथ यहाँ शामिल हो रहे हैं कि कोई शख्सियत प्रस्त इंसान नहीं है, पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी का और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का एक ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है हिंदुस्तान के लिए। पिछले जो 8 साल गुजरे हैं, डिप्लोमेटिकली हिंदुस्तान जो है बहुत मजबूत हुआ है। रूस से भी दोस्ती रख ली,